Hi guys, welcome to my unboxing video of the Nintendo Switch 2. So in today's video, I'm going to be opening my brand new Switch 2, and I'm going to be comparing it to my current Switch that I have been playing for quite a while now. So we're going to compare the two together. So let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. So while we're opening this, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things. We went on release night and went to our local GameStop. There's quite a few people there. They actually made us wait in line and take a number, and we all got a Switch. They actually had extra in our location. I've heard that that is not always the case, and some companies like Walmart even had to cancel some online orders because they weren't fulfilled. I haven't done any real recent updates on checking that, so I don't know if that is different now, but we were not really concerned with it. Like, there was really no issue on our end. So my husband and I actually both got one. I'm going to be unboxing mine so we can kind of compare. I've also heard a lot of things about the Switch 2, how it's kind of overhyped, you know, a lot of the things with game sharing. So this isn't really going to be a video on any of that. We're not going to talk too much about it. We're just going to do an unboxing and kind of compare. I love my Switch. I love my current Switch. I play Stardew Valley on it all the time, and many other games, but Stardew Valley is kind of my main focus at this point. I was playing Palia. Palia kind of had some issues on it, so I've kind of moved over to switching that on PC and playing there. But for the most part, I love it. I love its mobility. I love the game style. I know that there's a ton of drift issues with it. I personally do have trouble with my left stick drifting a lot. I've recalibrated it, done a lot of stuff with it, and it doesn't seem to really help. So I'm hoping that having the new one, maybe we won't get stick drift this time. Only time will tell, really. So we're gonna see. If you have a Switch 2 already, I'd love to hear from you in your comments about what your thoughts are on the changes that they've made. So definitely leave a comment. So this is our first look at it. It is pretty significantly bigger. We can compare here. So let me get this stuff out of the way. There we go. So right off of the bat, comparing the two together, let's get a better angle for you. Yeah, that is much different. That is a much bigger screen overall. It's actually just about as big as the console was originally, so that'll be interesting. Playing wise, the comfortability, you know what I mean? The size of this is pretty comfortable, so I'm not sure being that much wider. I know a lot of people, though, will play it. I believe it has a kickstand, right? Yeah. So it's got a kickstand where you can kind of just set it up and then play, you know, that way with your gaming controllers. That might be something, but I play a lot in bed, so, and I take it with me a lot of places. I'm not sure that that's going to always be convenient. Only time will tell, I guess. So right off the bat, yeah, that is much bigger. It's got a really great screen. I'm so interested in this part. It is so satisfying. Everyone says it, and you don't really know until you kind of play with it. I think there's a trigger, right? There's a button release. Oh yeah, that's so easy. And then it just kind of, snaps right in there. Honestly, I love it. Yeah, it is bigger. It is quite a bit. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but when you're holding it, it is also really, the quality is much better. It feels very premium. I've heard that a lot too. Feels like a very premium versus what we had before, which of course mine has a skin on it, so the feel of the outside is a little bit different. I do actually have a skin coming for this one as well. I will post a link to what I got in the video. I have not yet found my Joy-Con covers that I like. There's not a lot of people who've created some yet that are my style or that I like. I don't want to just get some to get some, so I'm happy to play with just the regular Joy-Con as it is, but I do obviously like customizing and decorating my Switch. Of course, it just makes it feel more personable, and it's super fun, especially for cozy gamer girlies like me. We really enjoy kind of doing all that fun stuff to our consoles. So the buttons feel really nice. Like that is really, really nice compared to what they were before. Yeah, they have a really nice feel to them. Honestly, I mean, I'm going to be very honest. I don't feel like this is a lot different. Maybe I'll notice it more in gameplay, but I don't notice a ton of difference. This one is a little looser. This, I can say that, I guess. This is more loose, where this feels a little bit more stable. But overall, I don't really notice a ton of difference as far as the Joy-Cons yet. So yeah, the dock looks really great. It's got that nice round aesthetic to it. So it's got a nice rounded edge versus the previous console was very boxy, very square and boxy. So it's got a nice rounded edge there. I do like that. It is a really nice design, very thoughtful in how they designed that, because otherwise you've kind of got your box here. You know what I mean? Very square, but then the outside is round. So it just looks really nice. It's a nice cohesive design, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna have to get used to that. You gotta click the stick to release it. Yeah, okay. It's not hard, it's not bad. It's just gonna take some getting used to. So then I assume these just, yeah, those just click right in there. That's so great. They just click off and click right in there. So yeah, this is actually really nice. Some honestly feel similar to before, but this will be really great. And we talked about just a second ago, they have the kickstand now on the back. That is just an inherent part of the design. It's just part of it. And so now I can just kind of set that up and play. Honestly, I don't mind that. I kind of like it. I do have like a laptop beanbag chair that I use for like reading or putting my Kindle in. So I could honestly even use that and put that in there and then use my Joy-Con controller this way. It's really nice. I'll be interested to see how the battery life is comparatively to the original. But yeah, here are some of my initial thoughts on unboxing. I'm sure you can watch a million videos on unboxing. Mine's just going to be a really generic, bright, you know, pretty straightforward. I don't need a lot of frills. Not a very frilly gamer. Obviously, I like to customize, but besides that, I'm just going to give you an honest opinion on any reviews or unboxings that we do, and that's kind of the goal. I want honesty and transparency, and that's what I want to provide to our viewers. So, is it worth the hype? I don't know. You tell me. Put them in the comments below. Overall, I really like it. If nothing else, I like a bigger screen just because I'm, you know, of a certain age and I really enjoy being able to see things well on my screen these days. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the premium quality feel of everything compared to like the, I don't want to call it flimsy because it's not flimsy. It's just very, it feels very toy-like. And so this is really, really nice. Now, I will be very honest. I was kind of looking at and considering getting a Steam Deck. If you have a Steam Deck, I would love to know more about it. If you have a Steam Deck and a Switch, let me know, especially with the new announcement that Xbox and PlayStation are going to release games across platforms, also because of PC gaming. So there's not a lot of exclusivity anymore. They've kind of broken down those barriers, which is really great. And so being able to take my PC games on the go with me, again, Palia, Call of Duty, any of the other games that are, I mean, I have a giant to be played list. So all of those are able to be played remotely, and we travel and do a lot of camping and stuff. So that'll be great. I'll be interested to see how it works out. So we'll talk soon in the next video. After I have had some time to really play with it, I'll give a new update on some more overall thoughts of the differences in gameplay and battery life and overall quality of the game. Thanks for watching.